Hi everybody and welcome to the Gnomeadic Arts Workshop. We're going to be going over the fundamentals of GFRC. This is the program that my little brother Michael Cook put together. It goes over a lot of the ins and outs of GFRC to help you to understand what it is, how it works, and how you can tweak it to get it to do what you need it to do.
Initial testing started in Russia in about 1950s. They were looking at the resin fiberglass industry and looked at the performance characteristics of using glass fiber. So they started out with initially cement and fiberglass. The PCI, the Precast Pre-Stressed Concrete Institute, defines GFRC as a spray composite with an absolute minimum of 4% AR glass fiber by total weight of mix, and a minimum design thickness of 1/2 inch. This application is typically run through a concentric gun to help in accomplishing a fiber content of 4 to 6%. Traditionally, most GFRC producers are running that high at about a 6% fiber content, and the photos that you see here in the slide are two different types of concentric guns that are used. Okay, so let's go ahead and discuss false set a little bit. False set is a stiffening without heat. Okay, so gypsum, which is a source of sulfate, is interground with Portland clinker to form Portland cement. Using ice in the summertime can help keep the mix temperatures low. A low mix temperature will give you more time for placement. In the winter months, you can use hot water if you want to speed it up a little bit. So these are common practices with GFRC. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about face coats. A simple face coat mix design might start with a fully mixed mist coat, sand and cement, and then we'll add 1 to 1.5 times aggregate by weight. Then I adjust the slump with admixtures depending on what kind of aggregates I've used and what kind of slump that I want. A rule of thumb is never blend over 2.5 times one with a 1-to-1 backer. Okay, so original samples can be made during mix design development, which is a good way to go. Each project should have a minimum of 3 samples made, and each production run should have 3 samples made as well, so per production run. If there's something wrong at the end, we're able to look at our mix design worksheets that we've tracked our temperatures and everything else and determine why our original sample color is not the same as our final job result. So what I've got here is a standard clay extruder gun. Inside I've got warmed up plasticine. So we're going to go ahead and lay out some little spaghetti noodles. And then with these noodles we're going to take and put them in place and carve them out to get our edge detail. The reason we want that sealed is if concrete goes underneath, it can cure differently, cure improperly, and it can cause a shading area in our concrete right here. That's something we want to try and avoid. We put that bead on there just like that. And so basically with these tools, we're able to come in and carve out our edge detail. So I start with the widest one first. We'll come in with that. That'll take off all of our bulk material. So what did we say? 4.3 pounds. We're going to go ahead and zero out our mix. This is our water. We're going to add our polymer right into the water. Okay, our polymer and water is already added together. We're going to go ahead and set that to the side, and we're going to weigh up our sand. When we're doing our mixes, your water and your polymer will always get added into the sand first, then you'll add your cement in. Okay, so what we did is we pulled a little bit of our material off before we put the fiber in. The reason I did that is on this particular piece here, I've got a lot of little undercut areas, and I'm going to do a real light polish on this to expose some of the aggregate and the glass that we're putting in there. That being said, I don't want any of my fiber to the surface. This being a self-consolidating mix, normally we would just mix it with the fiber in, we would just pour it right in. But on this one, because I know that I'm going to be sanding an area away and that I don't want to get into that fiber, we're going to go ahead and build up our mist coat just a little bit in that area.